Okay guys, welcome back. So today we are going to learn to recolor in this case this model's eyes, and we'll probably do lips also. So how we do that is by using our selections, using our layers and changing the color. It's simple as that. So first off, let's do the eyes. So I'm going to zoom in and try and get a nice selection for the eyes. So first off, duplicate the layer in this case, and I'm going to call this one eyes. Right now I'm going to make a selection. Now we learned to make selections by the magnetic lasso and the polygonal lasso, and also we use the pen tool to make a selection. So we could use any one. I'm going to go with the pen tool, and in this case I'm just going to highlight the area that we want to select by drawing a path around it. Right, so it sets a path here in my pen tool, and I'm going to hold Alt and just come around the eye. So it's just this color we want to change, so I'm just gonna kind of shape it out like that. Right, and what I'm going to do here also is select both eyes at the same time. So I'll draw a second part here. Now making these selections, as I said before, with the pen tool is very easy, and it makes nice clean selections, the pen tool. Right, so with both of these selected, we could go on to the path, and you could see that the work path is here. I'm going to command click it to make a selection, and what we could do is mask it. Now let's see what we have here when I take off the background layer. So that is what we want. However, you can see that the edges are a little too sharp in this case. So what we're going to do is step back. Let's turn on layer visibility, undo, and let's go back to where we have the part here. And now we make the selection, and what we are going to do is go to the select menu, modify, feather, and let's go to 2 pixels and hit OK. And now let's see if we mask it. Let's delete this mask. Delete. Let's see if we mask it this time, what happens. So we add layer mask, and if we look, yeah, that's a nice soft edge there. So once we've masked the eyes, we could go ahead now and change the color. Now there are a couple ways to do this, and I'm going to show you both ways. Now the first way is by just changing the hue and saturation. Right, so we could go to image, adjustments, and with the image selected, sorry, you notice the mask was selected there, and if we go to image, you notice the menu items are not grayed out. So I'm selecting the image itself, and remember there's a mask on it, so this really affects the whole image, but we mask out the eyes. So image, adjustments, and we are going to hue and saturation, and in the hue and saturation we can just pull the slider left or right, and we can make our eyes basically any color of the spectrum. So let's go with something, let's go with green. Yeah, that's too green. That's okay, that looks cool, I think. So we have that one way. Right, I'm going to edit, undo this, and what we could do here is also by changing the eye color, we could go on to color overlay, which is not, I think, as a natural look as you know should be. So let's select a red or something, and then what we'll do is just go to overlay, and we could easily change the color here directly. So we could just use the slider here and just use it. So this will be a little more dramatic. You know, we could go like a really crazy bright green, but that won't look natural, right? So we want to keep it as, you know, realistic as possible, right? So we could go with the darker colors. So in this case we could go with a blue, or you know, something like that, and it's okay, right? So we could go with either one, and I'm gonna cancel this. I'm going and switch back to adjustments and hue and saturation and use this slider instead. And yeah, let's go with this green. Yep. So we have that green going, and we're going to do the same thing again for the lips. So we're going to duplicate this for you, and we're going to call this one lips. Right now, with the lips again, I will go in with the pen tool, and I'm just going to go around the area that I want selected. Maybe it's that's a little too bad. Right. So I'm just going to make a selection here of the lips, right, with the pen tool. Again, I like the pen tool because it makes such clean selections, right? Let's come around. No, she isn't she doesn't have any of her teeth showing. So what I'm gonna do is just not select inside this area here, right? But if there was some white in there, I would have to go and mask around it in that case, right? So we'll just use this as a guide, the black, and you know, shorten our handles here, come up, come up, come up. Now the same thing, we're not going to repeat the mistake that we made earlier by making a selection. I'm going to feather it one time. So select, modify, feather, and we could go to probably 3 pixels this time. And now we have the feather here. Maybe that was a little too much. We'll find out. So we'll just mask it here and just see what it looks like. It doesn't look too bad. And now we go the same process. We could go to overlay like we did before and select a whatever color, but we're gonna go back in image adjustments, make sure the image is selected on the mask, image adjustments, hue and saturation, and we could use the slider again, and we can make it whatever color we want. So in this case we're gonna you know, I think it was about there, so just to make it a little more pink. A weird pink. That's alright. I don't know what trends right now in makeup. So we change the color of our eyes and lips in this photo, and we could just uncheck to see what it looks like before. This is the lip color. I mean, there's a subtle difference. And the eyes, we switch to green, and there you have it. We just edited very quickly the eyes and the lips by just making selections. So I will see you in the next one.